FGC events have pay-per-views? So as you guys know, the most recent Street Fighter League Japan was actually, gatekept by a pay-per-view. It was a pay-per-view event, so there wasn't a lot of people able to watch it because you had to pay. From my research, you had to pay a $30 fee in order to watch Street Fighter League Japan, which actually just happened. And I actually don't even know the results of the tournament yet. I've seen like a few people talk about it online for a bit, but I'm actually not sure about which team made it out for Street Fighter League Japan. While I was viewing, after the event, they had a showcase for the new Street Fighter 6 characters, which were Manon, JP, Marissa, Blanca, DJ, and Dawson. I almost forgot Dawson. So there were like not hidden trailers. There were trailers showing a bit on Twitter, like a little gameplay footage here and there. They showed off Manon and Marissa, JP, Blanca, and Dawson and DJ. But people were getting like, copyright striked and like were unable to show off the videos because it was a pay-per-view event. It's kind of like you're stealing footage from a pay-per-view event and putting it on YouTube and like Twitch and Twitter or whatever it might be. So people started asking the question, would you pay to watch a fighting game tournament? Because it also helps production, it helps the player. Everyone is always arguing that FGC is broke. We make no money. And Hungrybox did a poll a while ago about whether or not people should actually pay for certain events, maybe not like the small locals or like the regional tournaments, but maybe like a summit or like a super major, like a Evo or a Capcom Cup kind of thing. So a lot of people were saying, half the people said, no, I will never pay anything. Then you had people who were like, I'll pay $1 to $5, $5 to $10. And then you had people going over $10 that were like, yeah, no, I'm good for that. I do think it was very interesting that the FGC tried to try something different. I personally don't believe that FGC events should be pay-per-view. I feel like we're not even mainstream enough because, the FGC is still like super small. So we have like already no resources to begin with. And, none of us really get too much money from winning events anyway. I think the pay-per-view cost would help a lot, but I also think stuff like Matcherino or like crowdfunding events also mitigates a lot of the problems that, we're still facing with not making money from events. I do feel like crowdfunding is probably still the best way to do it. I don't know how much people donate to Matcherinos for like tournaments I see all the time. And even funny enough, one of the first games they tried to actually make pay-per-view was a StarCraft tournament. So way back when in like 2012, it was a StarCraft tournament that they tried to make pay-per-view. And it was $20 to watch, some of the best StarCraft players in the world play StarCraft. There were like 241,000 viewers. They were like, but the way they ran the StarCraft tournament, there were like 6 to 8 hours of StarCraft action throughout most of the weekend from like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, were just constant StarCraft. And people are saying it was technically a success because they had a decent amount of viewers. People were willing to pay the $20 price. The $20 price. The only issue with it was maybe they could bring it down so more people would actually be interested in watching, StarCraft or any other esport, because you're still paying people to watch them play a video game, which is kind of like unprecedented or like very still weird kind of idea. But I think if the price point got to a certain area, or the games are like super mainstream and like you get no ads and like no breaks, just constant action, I think you could make it more accessible for more people to be willing to pay and watch. But it is kind of up to the person and what they want to do with their money. I'm trying to think, how much would I want to... Everyone in the chat seems to be saying 10. 10's fine. Pay-per-views will help everyone in the long run. I think so too. Bro, I had like a boxing tab of like how much money they made off of like boxing things, and I don't know where it went. I think I X'd it out by an accident. Like they actually make crazy money off of like boxing that people are willing to pay. I know people like illegally download go on like illegal websites to watch boxing matches and like all this other random shit, like WWE matches or whatever it might be. But they still make bank, even though people be doing that. Which when I first heard that you could do that, I was like, there's no way these dudes are making money. But they actually still make a decent amount of money. All right, so what do you guys think about having FGC events being pay-per-view? Maybe if it's like a huge full-scale event like an Evo or a Capcom Cup or like an Arc Revo, you could do a pay-per-view, maybe like $10 or something. But they would also have to like do something to give back to the community, obviously. Maybe like a t-shirt or mug, I don't know. Something like, I'm just kind of spitballing here. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys pay $10 to watch a video? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to tune into the next video. Peace.